SSS came to global, and while it does suck major ass, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, mainly because my global account is actually built, while my CN has way less variety. Lots of you are probably following the Golden Glow S3 with sniper and caster stack strat, but there's a couple of problems with this strategy. First off, Golden Glow is single target, which means that even though she has global range, she's bound to target some doofus instead of the actual menacing enemies. GG also has downtime on her skill, which is a big problem because her basic attacks do piss damage. My last gripe with the strategy is that you have to bring sniper intermediates that do even pisser damage because they do physical damage. Schwartz and Rosa exist, but most of the operators you're gonna bring to buff Golden Glow are probably anti-air snipers, and they basically do no damage since enemy defense scaling gets disgusting on the lower floors. My strategy to deal with all of this? It's Passenger 5-stack A-side caster. Basically, buff his attack and SP as much as possible, and you get to spam his S3, which will deal serious damage to any enemies caught in it. His attack's slow and chain, which is pretty big since you get both pseudo AoE damage and crowd control in one, unlike GG, who only has single target slow and pseudo AoE damage with her talent explosion procs. You're not missing a lot from Golden Glow's global range either, since Passenger S3 storm spawning is very wide. With only a 30 SP cost and caster buffs, the skill is semi-spammable too. You also have caster intermediates instead of sniper intermediates, which are actually useful. Aya and Carnelian can do decent damage, Dusk is great for stalling, and Kyombe scales with the enemy defense. Obviously, you're not going to rely on them for the entire run, but at least you get something out of it instead of placing Exu, Ashe, or Aketo and having them basically be cheerleaders for the entire time they're up. I think in general, SSS is painful for a lot of people because their rosters aren't well built, and by well built, I mean you gotta get basically to whale level. At the end of the day, don't mull too much and keep yourself sane because level 2 and level 3 modules don't make that much of a difference unless you're doing something like chasing records. However, if you're struggling with SSS and the Golden Glow strat isn't working, I'd highly recommend going with this Passenger one.